So Black Ops 3 is one of the most interesting Call of Duty titles that have came out in a very long time. Only reason I say that is because 1, it's been 3 years and the game is still being supported today. 2, there have been 6 DLCs in total which we've never really seen before. And finally, Black Ops 4 is coming out and Treyarch is still talking about supporting Black Ops 3. But even though the game is this well known and has a much longer run than any other Call of Duty title, there is still one thing that either people have forgotten about, never focused too much of their attention towards, or just didn't even know about at all. What is going on, you guys? This is Gaming with Sal and welcome back to the channel. So just like how I mentioned, there's one thing in Black Ops 3 that isn't as relevant amongst the fans as much as it should be, especially now with the release of Black Ops 4, which isn't that far away. The reason I say this is because the one thing that I'm talking about has to do with the specialists we see in Black Ops 3 and how they're related to the ones we see in Black Ops 4. And yes, for those of you guys who keep up with my videos, I mentioned this very briefly in one of the most recent videos that's before this one, so if you guys haven't checked out that video, please go ahead and do so. But anyways, let me go ahead and explain what I'm talking about. So whenever we go into Black Ops 3, we probably go into our create a class, customize our loadout, change some of the score streaks up around if we want to, and finally go into the specialist selection menu and change up our specialist. However, as soon as we do all of those things, we hop into a match and just go about our day, right? Well, let's rewind back a little bit and go right back to the moment where we're about to choose our specialists. This is where we start to skip over the one thing that either people forget about or just didn't know about at all. Right before you exit out of the specialist menu, did you guys ever notice that there's a button, depending on whatever console you're on, X or square, that allows you to flip the card around for each specialist and see more information about them? Well, some of you guys are probably going to be like, oh snap, I never really saw that before. While most of you guys would probably say, well duh, the option is right there to do that in front of you, nothing new here, Sal. And you're right, but here is where people don't forget that something like this exists in the game. This is where people forget the significance of all this information being there for us to look more into. Now, before I go ahead and explain the significance of all of this, I'm first going to fill you in with some smaller details so you can understand why all of this matters in the end. But let me go ahead and also warn you guys that some of the smaller details that I'm about to throw at y'all might be all over the place and you might even ask where I'm trying to go with all of this, but bear with me. So the first piece of detail that I'm going to mention is the information that's available for us to look at on the back of each of the specialists card in Black Ops 3. So for each of the specialist cards in Black Ops 3 have these following sections: simulation, bio, their 2 specialists abilities depending on what they are, and then about 4 to 5 transmission files. Now the ones that you want to go ahead and focus on the most are the bio and the transmission files. These sections are what gives you more information than you've ever seen before or heard about from each specialist than you could have thought about if you guys didn't have this information to begin with. For example, it talks about where they come from, what kind of life did they have when they were growing up, what they like and dislike, which other specialists do they like and dislike, what their motives are, etc.
My family? What's to tell? My mother left because my father was a drunk. No surprise.
My name is Devil Ross, call sign Nomad. If you're hearing this, then I failed. Likely killed by the traitors I'm hunting down.
And this is something pretty cool as well, but did you guys know that each of these specialists actually have a real life name of their own? Because I actually didn't know that until I started to make this video and gather some information on this, but their actual names are Donnie Ruin Walsh, Alessandra Outrider Castillo, Aaron Battery Baker, He Seraph Zenzen, Christoph Firebreak Hedgick, Spectre, that's the only one that probably has no name, David Prophet Wilkes, Experimental War Robot 115, Reaper, Tavo Nomad Rojas. So if you guys really love having your characters having some sort of actual characteristics within them that makes them unique from one another, this is something that you're really going to enjoy looking into a lot. Moving forward from all of this, the next piece of detail I'm going to share with y'all are all of the specialists that are making a return in Black Ops 4 from Black Ops 3, and those specialists are Ruin, Battery, Seraph, Firebreak, Nomad, and Prophet. Finally, what does all of this mean? Why did I mention all of this stuff to you? Well, if you dig deeper into each of the specialists' background from Black Ops 3 and from their bio and transmission files, it can be a link to what they're going through within Black Ops 4. Because if you guys didn't know already, Black Ops 4 takes place during the times that took place right before the events of Black Ops 3. So Black Ops 4 is sort of like a prequel to Black Ops 3, and another thing that might have gone over people's heads whenever the Black Ops 4 community reveal event happened was the trailer that Treyarch dropped for each of the specialists specifically. Now, I'll admit, whenever I saw this trailer first, I had no idea that it was for a storyline storyline that we were going to get for each of the specialists. I thought maybe it was just there to kind of advertise that, hey, specialists are making a return in Black Ops 4, but no, that's not the case. And you heard me right. Even though Black Ops 4 isn't going to come with a campaign mode, it still has a few missions that are sort of embedded within the multiplayer that allow you to dig deeper into each of the specialists we see. So in conclusion, the information that is given to us in Black Ops 3 will be much more expanded upon and explained within Black Ops 4. Where did Ruin come from, and how did he go from the person he is in Black Ops 4 to Black Ops 3? Where did Outrider come from? Because in Black Ops 4, she isn't there and is replaced by another specialist named Recon, and who is he? Did something happen to him in Black Ops 4 which Outrider replaced him in Black Ops 3? Where did Nomad's dog go? Did he die in combat? Why does Prophet look like a normal person in Black Ops 4 and then like a cyborg in Black Ops 3? There's so many different questions like this that's going to get answered within Black Ops 4 with the help of what we already got in Black Ops 3. So like I said earlier, this is mainly for you guys who love having your characters have some background to them, some story to them, and just stuff like that. I'm usually a fan of stuff like this within movies, TV shows, and video games nowadays, so I know I'm going to be looking forward to dig more deeper into each of these specialists within Black Ops 4 and going back and doing the same for Black Ops 3. And not to mention, if players actually look into all of this and learn more about the specialists, they might actually even enjoy using them within the multiplayer matches even more. Only because each of the specialists they choose every single time they go into that selection screen, they aren't just picking them because of their abilities and then forgetting about it. They're actually going to remember them based on who they are and where they came from those missions that we're going to be getting that are going to be coming with Black Ops 4 within the multiplayer, and it's going to somewhat enhance their experience using these specialists. I mean, this is at least the way I personally see it. So in short, specialists will have a huge role in Black Ops 4, bigger than we all thought they were going to have, and it's crazy to see how it all started from as far back as the information that we got provided to us in November of 2015 whenever Black Ops 3 first came out. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys within this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Did you guys know about all of this information within Black Ops 3 of each specialist? And if you didn't, are you excited that we're going to be getting more information coming within Black Ops 4 and how this is going to be tied into a whole big storyline of where each of these guys came from? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. But anyways, like always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. And also, before I get out of here, you guys, I want to go ahead and say that I might make more videos about this in the sense that I'll break down each of the specialists that we see in Black Ops 3 and go in more depth with them so we can kind of get an idea of who these guys are before we get into Black Ops 4 this upcoming October. So let me know if you guys want to see videos like that, but either way, I'm most likely going to make them regardless. So yeah, just go ahead and look out for that. But anyways, as always, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves, and bye.